Hello, I'm Mike Lacher with Industrial Lubricant. Okay, I want to go through some control settings inside the box here today. First one we're going to look at is the Lube Cycle runtime. So if you just arrow to the right, and you can see you've got actual and set. So if I hold this for longer than 5 seconds, it'll go into the set point mode. But if you want to watch how long your greaser's running, just hold this arrow over on that top ACT line, you'll see the actual runtime. So now if we just hold this over for 5 seconds, you'll see it switch over into set point. Okay, at that point now we can change the set point down here on the bottom line on this set, which is set at 15 seconds. So what that number tells you is if the pressure switch doesn't shut the machine off, it will shut itself off in 15 seconds. That's a run default time that we have in there. And if you want to change that setting, you just go in here to Alt. Once you get your flashing arrow like that, hit OK. Now at that point, I can change this number to whatever I want. Just run them at 15 seconds on a system with a good working pressure switch. And it timed out at 40, it switched back because I didn't get the setting done within 40 seconds. So if you hold this over, get into the setup time, you've got 40 seconds to change it. Now that I'm in set point, if I don't get things changed in 40 seconds, it'll kick me back out of here and go back to the original setting. So let's just assume I put a 1 in there, I cursor over, and I put a 5. You know, you can run it up and down. So I hit OK, that accepts my value. Now I hit escape, now it's locked in. That value will stay. You wait your 40 seconds, it'll go back to the normal screen. So now we can take a look at pump stroke. That's left arrow. And again, you can see actual up there in this row here. And so you can actually watch the system count strokes just by holding this over. But like I said, if you hold it for more than 5 seconds, it'll go into setup mode. So now we're in set point, we hit Alt, OK. Now I can go over and I can change the stroke count to whatever I want. So I can put, 300, 400, or, you know our normal settings, so just always run with those. Hit OK for it to accept and escape. Now it's locked in. We're going to wait our 40 seconds for the screen to go back to its normal function. And while you're setting this, it'll continue to count strokes and it'll continue to function. So you can do it on the fly, it doesn't matter. Okay, now we switch back to normal screen. I'm going to go down here to shaft pickup. Okay, so shaft pickup is confused a lot with stroke count, the one that we were just on. You always want shaft pickup set at 1. And what that does is it, one rotation of the fluid end coming past the mag pickup will be counted as 1. If you put 2 in there, it'll take 2 rotations to count as 1, and so on and so forth. So just make sure that that is always a 1 set in there, and you'll be good to go. Now we're going to arrow up. And arrow up is a pressure fault delay time. And that is basically a set point that we're using for the pressure switch to look for the system to gain the pressure that we have it set at and shut the unit off. And that needs to be set at 10. Again, it's the same process to go in here and change it. Alt, OK. You can change the number you want in there. Make sure they're set at 10. When you're done, hit OK, escape, and that's a pretty brief rundown of the Easy 12 relay. They're pretty simple to set. After watching this video, you should be able to just go in and change those settings and run them back to the recommended settings that I just ran through.